KETV Newswatch 7, chronicling the stories impacting our community. Stories making a difference. Stories that matter to you. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.
School is out for the summer for all metro districts, and that means a lot of downtime to fill and boredom to prevent with the kids. Well, you're in luck to keep them from having a lazy summer. Good morning, I'm Melissa Fry. Welcome to KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle. This morning we're looking at what Omaha and the state of Nebraska has to offer when it comes to summer fun. Now, you're bound to have one of those days you just need to get the family out of the house and get active. Well, we have you covered with free activities both right in your neighborhood and ones that require a little family time in the car. First, a place that takes us away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It's a hidden gem of Omaha where you can connect with the past. KETV Newswatch 7's JoBeth DeVera reports from 144th and State Streets.
If I close my eyes, I can almost hear the bison snorting.
The Glacier Creek Preserve connects visitors with our natural prairie heritage.
When you go back and look at the turn of the century, this was all grass, no trees.
But as years passed, cultivation of the rich soil all but eliminated the prairie.
The tallgrass prairie itself, which is that we are in the tallgrass prairie area, 98% of that ecosystem is gone. And so we're trying to protect a small piece of it.
A piece that offers visitors like Christy Grider a chance to be one with the earth.
There's something meaningful and beautiful about being outside, being in nature, and I'm really grateful to be living in a city but still have the opportunity.
It's a true gem for nature lovers.
You come to a place like this because you want to be outdoors.
Preserved and sustained so future generations can see what Nebraska might have looked like in the past.
It's truly a unique site in the sense that I don't know that there's any major city around that has this type of setting close to town and available to the public.
That is JoBeth DeVera reporting. The Glacier Creek Preserve's name comes from a soil called the glacial till. It's the source of the water that feeds the creek. Now, there is something for you and the family to do literally every day of the week this summer. You just have to look, and we are making it easier for you. Joining us now is Deb Ward from the Omaha Convention and Visitors Bureau. Thank you for being here.
You got it.
So much to do this summer, just getting out of school, and you know, there's some educational learning for everyone.
I think parents can sneak in some education
Yes.
during the summer. The kids won't have a clue it's happening.
Yeah.
Start with the Durham's Design Zone. USA Today called it one of the top 10 must-see exhibits in the entire country, which is
Wow.
awesome. Kids can go to the Design Zone. They can create their own skate park. They can create their own roller coaster and then test it out with balls to make sure that people don't fall out with
Yes.
their creation. They can get into a bike simulator and learn how gears work. They can step into a DJ studio and figure out how many beats per second it takes to get a body moving.
Wow.
It is so awesome. I would say I would plan at least 2 hours.
Really?
And the kids are going to be physically and mentally exhausted, which is every parent's dream.
It is.
Yeah.
But what ages are we talking?
I'd say anywhere up to 12, 13, 14
Okay.
years old. I had a blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a
So I
little
didn't know
older
if
than
the little girls and boys.
You know what, the little
Get
girls,
involved?
there are pulleys and things that they'll get a kick
Okay.
out of. They may not learn as much, but they'll learn something.
They'll be stimulated.
Yeah.
Now, Lewis and Clark kites.
This is a fun scavenger hunt. There are 30 kites spread around all across Omaha in the Connectco, the Joslin Art Museum, Lauritsen Gardens, and various Omaha public libraries. The designs were created by some of the best kite makers in the United States. The designs are based on journals from Lewis and Clark.
Wow.
So you can find these, sort of make it a scavenger hunt. They'll give you a little passport book. They'll give you a little stamp every time you find a kite, and then a prize at the end when you fill your book.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
too.
they are. They're very beautiful.
Now,
Dinos?
Yes.
Big dig. Well, animatronic dinosaur. What child doesn't want to go play with gigantic animatronic dinosaurs? They're filling the Omaha Children's Museum. They've got a 2-story dig pit.
Wow.
They've got a dino diner, so herbivores and carnivores can all dine together in peace, right?
Yes.
And they have a dino train that'll take the kids through the gigantic dinosaurs.
Oh,
So very fun.
that sounds like a good time. Now, the Lauritsen Gardens Conservatory.
That's a project that probably won't be done till the fall,
Okay.
but the sewer separation, not a sexy thing to talk about, but
Yeah.
the sewer separation project is done, so Lauritsen
nice.
Gardens is all open. The beautiful blooms that are happening right now, incredible.
Yes.
And then their I think it's $31 million conservatory. You'll be able to see that kind of, you know, creating a new and different landscape there. That'll be open probably in the fall.
Okay, but definitely so much to see out there still.
Absolutely.
All right, now we want to go over to the zoo.
The zoo.
Of course,
Right.
always exciting things happening at the zoo. Now, some new things?
Camel rides. How'd you like to take? I know that a couple of gals at our office say it's on their bucket list.
Okay.
So now they
I'll
can
put
just
it on mine, yes.
take care of that bucket list by going to the Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium, right?
Oh, my goodness.
So they started camel rides. Another new touchy-feely thing, they're going to have Stingray Beach, where you can actually come, what do they say, hand to fin with stingrays. You can touch the stingrays.
wow.
And you can feed them. They'll have feeding time. And then, of course, they've got, you'll notice a lot of construction at the zoo. They've got African grasslands, which is going to be spectacular. I think the first phase opens, what, 2016, maybe the second phase.
A lot of talk leading up to that. The
Awesome,
camel rides,
awesome.
though.
There you go, bucket list.
So,
It's
how
a
long?
one humper.
Okay.
And you get on and ride around. Yeah. Fun and different, kind of interacting with the animals versus just seeing them, you know, behind a cage or behind a glass.
I'm really pumped for that.
Yeah, good.
All right, so a culinary tour as well.
These are new. Omaha Culinary Tours has put together this awesome way for you to kind of experiment with some new restaurants. You don't have to commit to a full meal. Basically, the idea is you either walk, depending on the tour, you either walk or take a bus to 5 to 7 different restaurants. Wow. You learn the history. They'll serve up their signature dish. So, for instance, I went on the Midtown Crossing tour. We went to Crescent Moon, and we got a little taste of their legendary Reuben sandwich. We then walked down the street to the Marrakesh Gourmet. They gave a platter of Moroccan food. Then we went up to Bricks, and they served charcuterie on a plate. Do you know what charcuterie is?
I have no idea.
It's my new favorite word, but it's all about meat and sausage, and it's all created at the Grey Plume. It was fabulous. We were totally full at the end. We learned a little history of each restaurant, how each restaurant came to be. They now have 6 different types of culinary tours, like the Old Market Tour, the Steakhouse Tour, the Pastry and Chocolate Tour. All sorts of these. Omaha Culinary Arts is doing it, and it's a great way to showcase all of the food and great restaurants we have in the city.
You get on the tour if you take one about how long? An hour, 2 hours?
2 hours, 2.5 hours I would plan.
That's great, because how many times do you get ready to go out to eat and you're like,
Where should I go eat? Yeah.
Or you drive by every day and you're like, I didn't even know that was there.
Or maybe Moroccan food scares you a bit. Let's
Try
test
it out.
Right. It's awesome.
The River City Star.
River City Star gives history tours, and it's really fun
That's
to
so
take
cool.
a relaxing, you know, river cruise, and you learn about everything that's happened on the river. It's just a great way. They also have, the River City Star has their new, they call it the floating party boat. It's the Conticchio, and it's the old River City Star. I think it's 3 to 4 levels. They've got it just docked there now, and they're going to have parties and live music on the boat. So you'll party there, and then you can take the cruise.
And how nice if you have somebody coming into town. Of course, there's busy times, the College World Series, and you want to go to the zoo, and there's some, you know, places that you want to hit. But to be able to do that on a nice night,
it's just a different way to
down.
explore the city that I think residents don't always think about. When you live here, you don't think about visiting the city, and when you invite family and friends, it's fun to know these things.
So if you have a weekend state of mind and, you know, you've got something Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, events every day of the week, like we said.
You do. We've really turned into this great musical city. I mean, if you want to, on Mondays, you've got the movies in the park at Turner Park. On Tuesdays, you have Tempo of Twilight, live concerts at Lauritsen. Wednesdays is Hump Day. Thursdays, you have music every Thursday from next weekend through the end of September at Turner Park Midtown Crossing. They've got, you know, Jazz on the Green, they've got Playing with Fire, they have the beginning concert series, and I think the Confidentials and Lemon Fresh Day are playing. Then at the end of the season, you know, they'll have Opera Omaha will perform, Billy McGuigan will perform. So a lot of variety of music at Turner Park. It's just a hot spot.
Yeah, you said Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday Hump Day, so you just go to the zoo and ride the camel.
There you go.
We'll just insert that one right on.
You got it.
No.
and then Fridays we've got Bridge Beats down at the Bob Carey Bridge. There's live music down there. And then Saturdays, Village Point and Exarban Village are constantly having great concerts. Bring your lawn chair, relax, and listen to a lot of great music.
And some bigger concerts, of course, coming to Omaha. Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars, I'm so excited for that. Yeah, Eric Church, lots of different big
One
concerts
Republic?
coming. One Republic, Journey. Journey, I'm trying to remember in my head.
Yeah.
Journey coming?
And the Eagles?
The Eagles, oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Eagles, Journey, kind of same kind of thing.
You
Yeah.
know what, though? That's going to be a
lot of
great
big
time.
concerts.
And then, of course, you have the festivals intermittently throughout the summer. A lot of things going on, you know, right now. We've got Junk Stock coming up.
Right, Junk Stock. Have you ever been?
I have.
You have.
It's so
awesome.
fun.
Well, they're going to have more vendors this year than ever before, more than 100 from 8 different states, which means it'll attract more people. If people don't know about it, it's on a historic old dairy farm, about 192nd and Dodge, and it's just a bunch of antique vendors, but they've got live music, they've got food trucks, they've got a kids zone.
And what's cool is if anybody goes on Pinterest, it's like Pinterest right here.
Oh, and it's awesome. It's just fun. It's
And
a
you
lazy
can see it, and you
day.
can kind of figure out, okay, I can make this.
Uh-huh,
You know, it's
right.
a lot different when you know, see something online and you're like, oh yeah, and then you try and you're like,
It's fun. It's fun for
fail.
the whole
But
family, too.
out there, they've got such neat stuff, and if anything, ideas and just something to go look at.
Right.
So, Railroad Days.
Railroad Days, that happens a little later in the summer.
Okay.
It's a great way for families to go to 5 different railroad-themed attractions for one discounted price. Ollie the Trolley runs between them, the Durham, the Lauritsen, the UP Railroad Station, the General Dodge House. All sorts of fun things to see there.
Omaha Crush, what's that?
Omaha Crush. It used to be called the Riverfront Wine Festival.
Oh, yeah.
But after the flood a couple years
Yeah.
ago, they moved to Exarban Village. They've been happening for about 6 years now, but it's all about food, art, and delicious food. I mentioned food twice there. Gee, I must be
But
a
you know
little
what,
bit
though?
hungry.
It's unforgettable.
Yeah.
It is good food. I've been out there.
It's one, and when I say there's going to be chefs there creating some really pieces of art, our chefs here in Omaha are artisans. And in fact, here's an example. Clayton Chapman with the Great Plume, he's been recognized nationwide. In fact, he now stars in a commercial for a national commercial for culinary knives. I mean, we've got a lot of up-and-coming chefs that are getting national recognition, which is
What's great
awesome.
about this is, of course, there's, you know, it's called Omaha Crush, but your website's great about describing, because I remember, oh yeah, I went to a wine festival in Exarban. Can't remember the name, but it's great to see just all of the events, little synopsis of what's going on. Of course, you've got Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Sweet Corn, Maha Music.
If you go to visitomaha.com, and you mentioned bringing your family and friends in,
Yeah.
just pop in the dates. It'll pull up a whole
That's so
litany
easy.
of things for you and your family to do.
Of course, and we're wrapping up now. I want to talk about, of course, the big events, you know, College World Series, River City Rodeo, but what's your favorite event?
You know, that's like asking somebody what their favorite pair of shoes is.
I know.
But what's cool is, you know, we talked about USA Today calling the Design Zone one of the must-see. Smithsonian said the Summer Arts Festival is one of the top festivals in the country out of hundreds and hundreds of festivals. It's just nice to see that Omaha's getting recognition, and we're really growing as a destination, and we're offering a lot of things for people to do here.
And it's so easy to find that information. Again, what's the website?
Visitomaha.com.
Easy.
Piece of cake.
All right, thank you so much, Deb Ward, for joining us.
got it.
More to come, including a road trip right in town.
At one point it was considered to be Omaha's prettiest mile.
See a hidden piece of Omaha's history. You're watching KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle. This morning we're looking at some of the fun and exciting places that you and your family can visit to keep this summer all but boring. And there's one place you may be overlooking. KETV News Watch 7's Jo Beth DeVera tours our historic park and boulevard system.
More than 100 miles of boulevards stretch throughout Omaha.
When people think of boulevards, they often think of big, large medians.
But that's not always the case. Back in the day, a slow, winding cruise through Omaha's east side was possible without leaving the city's tree-lined boulevards. But today,
People tend to now drive on the main arterials, the main roadways, just to get from point A to point B as fast as they can.
in 1889, American landscape architect H.W.S. Cleveland envisioned a public green space system for Omaha.
The concept they came up with was to develop locations for parks that are easily accessible for people, but to connect those with boulevards.
Like Turner Boulevard. It connects Leavenworth, Dewey, and Turner parks.
Turner is one of the more unusual boulevards.
Florence was the first boulevard to be constructed in the city.
At one point it was considered to be Omaha's prettiest mile.
Many of the boulevards wind their way through neighborhoods that are off the beaten path. And Pat Slavin encourages everyone to explore a side of Omaha you've never seen before.
That's JoBeth DeVere reporting. And something to be proud of, Omaha's entire historic park and boulevard system was named to the National Register of Historic Places earlier this year. And if you're looking to drive out of town, the Nebraska Tourism Commission has some ideas for you and your family. Joining us now, Kathy McKillop. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Talking about new places.
We've got some new going on.
Okay.
You know, one of the new exciting projects that we have going on, probably that's still finding its way, hitting a full year, would be the Pinnacle Bank Arena and the Rail Yard in Lincoln.
Yes.
And that's bringing in a lot of attraction, a lot of groups. We have Sir Paul McCartney coming up, which has got everybody jazzed, and some others. It's tough to compete with Omaha. You have a phenomenal music scene up here. But Nebraska as a whole is getting really amazing when it comes to talent statewide. So that's something new that people are just getting to experience. But as far as a really great opportunity, one of a kind that's new this year for the celebration is the 50th anniversary of Nebraska Land Days. Nebraska Land Days used to give the Frontier Days in Wyoming a run for its money, and it kind of, you know, everybody kind of got used to it. And so now it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, but they're really putting in a lot of effort this year to their 50th anniversary.
Okay.
And they're bringing in the original Buffalo Bills Wild West show. And it is the one that has been crafted and created, and it is replicated and done worldwide.
Wow.
So that's a really big excitement for them, and we're just so proud to partner with Nebraska Land Days, and that starts about June 18th and goes for 11 days, so lots of opportunity out there.
That's great. Now, okay, talk about the arch and why people should go out there.
Well, if you're going to Nebraska Land Days, you're going to go past Kearney. If you're taking Interstate 80, of course, we always encourage the fact that there's a lot of beautiful scenic byways to take along the way. But if you're going to stop at the arch, we strongly encourage that because it's an incredible glimpse into the history and the culture of the making of America. And it gives you a really good, well-rounded approach to what Nebraska's about and how hard and what the tenacity was to get and build the West.
It's interesting.
Very cool.
It's educational too, and I know that, you know, kids or somebody hear that, okay, educational, but really to take something away from that and be like, I've been living here my whole life and never knew that. And
exactly. And I think that's what the Passport program does in its truest form, is to expose Nebraskans and those visitors from out of state. Last year we had more than 14 other states participating in the program that had visitors come, but to help them get to know and appreciate our product. We have a phenomenal product in the state of Nebraska, and there are some really cool and quirky and uniquely Nebraska stops out there.
so you talk about the passport system.
That's
and
it.
Something like this. And you told me I can get it online.
You sure
as well.
can. Actually, it has its own website. It's
Nice.
nebraskapassport.com.
Yes.
But we have a brand new mobile app this year that is phenomenal. Even I can operate it. It is so cool that on my handheld device, it's a free app. Download it, Google or an app store. And so far in the first 3 weeks of exposing it, we've had more than 1,600 downloads. So we're very excited about that. And when you use your mobile app and you go to one of the stops, you can't cheat, but we wouldn't cheat anyway. And you go there and the GPS will show that you are in the right place. Then it will allow you to download your stamp.
Wow.
And it records it. And so right now we've had more than 900 stamps verified, if you will, for this program. So we're very excited about it. It's one of a kind. We think that the numbers will only just really skyrocket before the end of the program, which is September 30th.
It's really neat. I mean, I open it up and I see the Patchwork Passion Tour, of course. You know, it's about arts and crafts and going to quilt shops.
It's about quilting.
That's so neat.
And part of the fun, it's kind of like naming the crayons in a Crayola box.
Yes.
Part of the fun of the Passport program is every year is thinking about what unique themed tours we can put together that would stimulate different hobbies and interests. One of them this year is a military tour about our great military history in the state of Nebraska. The Patchwork or Passion Tour is about quilting.
That's cool.
And for any of you out there who know a true quilter and hobbyist, they are passionate people and they like to spend some good money. And so we love that. We love them traveling the state. And what's really cool about the stops on this tour is that as you go to each stop, they have a quilt block ready for you.
Oh, wow.
So by the end of the tour,
they collectively, as a tour, you will have your own little wall hanging quilt.
That is so neat. Now,
Isn't that cool?
Talk about the, now this is really cool, the classic cars display.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I don't know if we look like gearheads, but I got to tell you, when you go in there, there are more than 130 restored antique automobiles I was in awe of. It's unbelievable. I took my 16-year-old daughter in there, and granted, it was one of those like, what am I doing and why am I coming in here? And it's one of those like, you're going to do this and you're going to like it. I think there were several selfies going on in front of Elvis's pink Cadillac. There are several things that were going to social media that were too cool that you just can't believe that when you look at that, not only the progression of the automobile industry and how that's happened, how people used to travel not even 50, 60 years ago, not all this technology and air conditioning. It's really cool. I was wowed by it. And not just classic cars. It does have a cafe and a retro soda shop there as well. But it's a great step back in time. It is in Kearney.
Okay, yeah.
Kearney, so you're right there.
You're right there. Now, Lake McConaughy.
Love Big Mac.
The Big Mac. You go out there, though. I mean, look, gorgeous.
White sandy beaches? Yes, that's Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
That's at the Big Mac.
Living the dream. It's out there at Big Mac. And you know, it's hard for us to ask Nebraskans how much they like Big Mac because you'd really have to ask the people from Denver because they're the ones who use it the most.
Yeah.
So
we need to go there and
we need to go claim it back because 90% of the attendance is out there at Ogallala at Lake McConaughy is from the Denver region. And when we're in Denver, they're saying, how's Lake Mac? Because they're already planning their yearly vacations out there.
Now, as we wrap up this interview, Strategic Air and Space Museum, just fascinating place. Want to know what's going on there this summer? And we have some...
Right now, they've still got a couple summer camps that you can get your children into, ages 6 to 14, though I might try to sneak it on the survival training camp. You know, with some of the wild weather we're having lately, it's probably okay to brush up on my Girl Scout skills. But they also have the Mad Scientist Project, which is really cool about getting people to think of science, and especially youth, in a different way and world. And they still have more than 30 antique, restored, amazing aircraft.
So much to see out there. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us. And we have more summer fun ideas straight ahead. First, a reminder that your comments are an important part of this show. If you want to be heard, there are two ways you can do it. You can call directly, 402-978-8960. Remember to speak clearly, as we may use your comments on the air. Also, try to be brief. You can also email news@ketv.com. Just click on the Chronicle link. Remember, we love to hear from you. We'll be right back. If you need a little entertainment in your neighborhood, there are plenty of options for those really hot summer days. Hit one of the City of Omaha's spray grounds at Morton Park, Fontenelle Park, Kuntz Park, Orchard Park, plus Upland, Westwood, and at the Bob Carey Pedestrian Bridge. Omaha City pools are now open this weekend. Check out the list: Deer Ridge, Elmwood, Gallagher, Hitchcock, Miller, plus Oak Heights, Roanoke, and Zarensky. The rest open on Saturday, June 7th. That's Camelot, Crier, Elkhorn, Hanscom, Caron, Lee Valley, and Spring Lake. Now keep in mind the hours and admission prices vary. Spray grounds, though, those are free. And we know those fun summer moments are all stored on Mom's camera, and it's easier than ever to upload them to our You Local page. You can share them, just how cute your kids are. Look at that, playing in the sun or out with friends. Just go to KETV.com. And we have linked you up to all of the dates and times of these events on KETV.com. Plus, we have some other suggestions from the Omaha Convention and Visitors Bureau and Nebraska Tourism Commission. It is all on KETV.com. Well, thank you for watching KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle. I'm Melissa Fry. We hope to see you right back here next Sunday at 10 a.m.